Okay, there's a few things I want to address. Now, one I'm going to address because of something tomorrow. And then another one I know I don't need to address it because no one's saying, dude, you're totally wrong. You're just stupid. Why'd you think this? I know no one's going to question me on that. But I'm the type of person that likes to, if I make a mistake, I own up on it. First thing, Death Before Dishonor just aired. I think it's still airing right now. It's because it's 10 right now. It might still be on. I'm not going to watch it now, but I am going to see if I can watch it tomorrow and do a review of it. Now, it counts if I'm not busy because there's somewhere I want to go tomorrow. And I don't know when I'm going to come back because it may come in the afternoon. And by the time I see this, will be around the time of Collision. So I don't want to do that. So if I am able to see something in the morning, I'm going to watch it. And if I can't, I'll see it Sunday. Because there is somewhere I'm supposed to go, but I don't know if I'm able to go because I'm going to be going with a relative. So I don't know. Second thing, which is the one I'm going to say, no one's told me to do this, but I want to address it. If you saw my Impact review, you saw how freaking pissed off I was. I was angry. And I was justified for it. Because it's almost every time Impact has some type of production issue. Either lighting, camera, or audio. And audio was a major issue. In this situation, I thought that Impact messed up. And they made a recording with the last part of it. Didn't work with the sound. And it also glitched out. So, and how can I say this? More than a few people in the comments, at least 2 people, were like me. Going, what the hell happened? And like I said, I wasn't kidding. I went to the other sites that I know that one of them usually has the app. If you are going to do something interesting. And the other one was doing it from Access TV. Sometimes they do the app, sometimes they do Access TV. Like I said in the video, I'm not sure. Sometimes they do both. So it looks like it was the same one. So I saw the other one that had the app, which was the same as me on my app. No sound. And the other one looks like it had sound because there were a few that did say they were able to hear. So I didn't need to say this, but I'm the type of person that says, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm the type of person that will admit it. I'll eat crow because I'd rather be honest than lie. If you're bored with this, I'm sorry, I just had to say it. Let's get into the great Smackdown review. Let's make this clear. Was this a long show? No. Did it have much on it? No. Did we see NXT people there because this was in Orlando? Yes. We saw Wes, we saw Dragon Lee, we saw Tiffany Stratton, we saw D'Angelo, we saw Starks, we saw Carmelo, as well as Trick talking to Bobby Lashley. And I'm not getting into that because we don't know what's going on with him dealing with either the Street Profits or Mello and Trick. I don't know what's going on, so I'm leaving it. But we did see them all. That was nice. So what do we get? First match. That was Fatal 4-Way for the Invitational for the U.S. title. Whoever wins there is going to face Santos Escobar next week, and that person will then face an Austin Fury. We got Cameron Grimes, Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, and then my boy LA Knight. He had the biggest... I don't know what happened with Cameron Grimes. Maybe people were cheering for him because it was in Orlando and he would be a lot more familiar to a lot of people there. But once LA Knight came out, whatever cheers he was getting here was drowned out because it was cranked to 11 because LA Knight was so over. My boy was over. I'm one of the few that can say for 10 straight years, I've said Eli Drake, LA Knight was there, except for one thing, and that was becoming a full ring general, which he became one. He became a ring general. This man has finally met his moment. Coming out for U.S. title, it felt legitimate. He felt and made the match mean something. And understand, I still love Sheamus. But Sheamus didn't feel as substantial due to the fact that he's going for the damn U.S. title instead of the IC. When he should be dealing with Gunther. He should be dealing with Gunther. That's the one title he doesn't have. And he's on the U.S. title scene. Not the IC. Ugh. But he made it feel legitimate. He made it feel important. And the match was fine. But then LA Knight didn't win. Ray did. Ray won. What? You see I'm botching my words because of what happened later in the night, because I'm going to go to do that next. But seeing Austin Fury out there, then seeing Austin Fury interfere with the match, and then see that Ray won because Austin Fury was out there and everyone else is scrambling, I'm going, oh, I'm hoping that Ray, when he landed on his, the way Ray landed on Sheamus's head, it looked like he landed his back on his face like this. I'm hoping Sheamus is alright because he was laid out pretty hard. Even though he did get up and he was able to do what he was going to do, being a high-flying wrestler has drawbacks, and that's one of them. If that person is not in the right spot, they can get hurt easily. I'm just saying. But now Santos Escobar is going up against his mentor. Let's get rid of this right now. Austin Fury versus Santos Escobar, due to the fact Santos came out of there. Well, let me put it to you like this. He came to help Ray. That's what he did. He came to help Ray. Ray got what he needed. And now Austin Fury is so pissed, he goes to Adam Pearce and says, I want Santos Escobar. And he said, oh, you want to do the U.S. title now? He says, no, he doesn't deserve it. I want him now. He disrespected me. I wanted a match. And he gives it to him. Why? Why? Who made that decision? Who? Think about it for a minute. Who would make a decision like that? Think about it for a minute. It ain't Triple H. Because in the end, what did we actually get? We got Santos Escobar having that match. You got Holland coming out. No, sorry. I'm getting that mixed up with what happened with Dom. Dirty Dom. Who is Dirty Dango's little leftovers. But you get my point. But essentially speaking, you literally put this out like a non-title match, earning a possibility. I'm botching here because I'm angry. There was no reason to have this match. This felt like a Vince decision. If Triple H made the decision, it's stupid. If it's Vince, I'm not surprised. But I know it's not Triple H because he wouldn't do something like this. There's no point in it. It doesn't really give anything to Austin Fury. What does it give him? What? He just lost to Santos Escobar. It doesn't help Austin. It just doesn't. And it doesn't really help Santos Escobar. He's already going to get a possible shot. He just got to go through his mentor first. I'm just saying. Next, let's go to Dirty Dom versus a Butch Pete Dunne. And that's due to the fact that we know Dirty Dom won, which made no damn sense to Wes Lee, because I don't think Wes Lee is going to the main roster. If he does, I'm cool. I'm fine. He had to lose the title. I'm fine. But after seeing him there with Dragon Lee, which I know he ain't ready yet, Tiffany Stratton was there. You seen Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams and Tony D'Angelo. I don't think that Wes Lee is being sent up. Now, if he does, fine. But it doesn't help. It made me angry. Now, Dom needed the title. And when you see this match against Butch, it was fine. It was all right. Then we get Rich Holland coming out. Then we see one of the members of Pretty Deadly come out because one of them now has a separated shoulder. I don't remember who it is. But now one of them is actually hurt, supposedly. And the craziness by the end of the match doesn't really give us anything. I don't know. With one of them legitimately hurt because they showed a replay of it, I don't know if Rich Holland is going to really gain anything from this. But you never know. I don't know. But in the end, what happened? We got Madame Mommy in a Dummy Mommy. Oh, you just want to love a Rhea Ripley. You want to love her. And she basically helped Dom to win. It was obvious. There was no way he was going to lose that title. He needs the title. Look, Judgment Day needs him to have a title because there's a strong possibility that Finn may win, and then you're going to have something that's going to be done with Damian Priest. That's what's going to happen. So you're going to have Rhea, Dom, Finn, and Damian, all of them having opportunities or all of them having a title. That's it. The worst match of the entire show, Charlotte versus Io Shirai. I know I can say Sky, I'm not doing it. If you watch this match, guys, tell me below, did this match look good? No, it didn't. Did this match look sloppy? Yes, it did. This was a sloppy match. You got Bayley on commentary, which sold most of it. Then you got her running because of Chelsea. Look, I want to say this clearly. I know what happened. I know what happened with JD saying his comment. I know what happened with Just Alex saying this comment. I know what happened with Chelsea Blackheart. That she asked for her hair to get cut off because her sister currently is dealing with cancer. She's going through chemo. And I didn't say anything. But I want to say this, because this needs to be stated, because they've already dealt with it. JD said, I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving my comments up and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I said nothing disrespectful, which he did. He didn't say anything disrespectful. He was talking about a character, not the actual person. And then you look at Just Alex, how can I say this? Just Alex has anxiety problems. And I think anxiety or depression problems. So for him, he went down the route of the path of least resistance. I don't want trouble. It will trigger my problems. I'd rather just delete it and just shut up. Basically, that's it. Yes, he will still debate, but he wants to nip it in the bud as quickly as possible so he will not feel stressed out because he won't win in that respect. I can understand both the positions. And let's make it clear. What is my position? Did either one of them say something wrong? Nope. Is the community of pro wrestling very judgy? Hell yes, they are. Are they ridiculously dumb in many cases? Yes, they are. And when they should let it go, they don't. Would I go in Just Alex's direction? Would I go in JD's direction? I don't know. I haven't been in that direction yet. But I can understand both their points because they're both right. They are both right. JD's not going to back down because he didn't say anything wrong. And he doesn't have the same problem as Just Alex, who has either depression or anxiety problems. Either one of them. They're both right. They did what they thought was right for themselves. I know this is long-winded, but I had to say it. Finally, let's get to this. The rules of engagement. Was it good? Hell yes, it was. Roman asking him, are you sure you want to do this, brother? He says, yes. Yes, I do. I want to do it. You heard Jay? Well, the reason I botched this is due to the fact I wanted to find out what a ruptured rib cartilage was. Because I didn't know what the hell that was. I had to actually look at while the show was going on. I had to go and research because I didn't know what the hell that was. Knowing that the cartilage that's connected to your rib and your tissues can tear, or in this case, rupture. It sounds like you breaking your nose into multiple pieces. Or it just implodes. That's how it sounded. But he's out right now for the foreseeable future, if it's true, which I probably think it is. So, the way Jimmy is out, the way Jay said, you took out Jimmy, you got to get got. And that's why we're doing tribal combat. And he says, what, please? He says, no. We are doing tribal combat. So that means, guys, basically anything goes. But in a tribal kind of tradition. And understand, how can I explain this? In like Native American or Japanese tradition is very important. Polynesian, Japanese, Native American, even Mexican, they have certain traditions where if they're still doing something tribal, when you do something stupid, they follow tradition in tribe where either you're going to have to face someone in a fight sometimes or you gone. So in this situation, they're trying to hype up something that is kind of true. Because in a tribal situation, sometimes there's conflict where you have to deal with it physically. So in this situation, Jay told Roman, hey, the elders allowed it. The elders encouraged me to do it. And then he's saying, pretty much, Roman, who that? What? He's telling everyone to shut the hell up. He's telling Jay to shut the hell up. This is a tribal chief talking. This is bull crap. But he stands up and he says, this is tribal warfare. This is it. And he says, fine. Well, before he does that, he signs the contract. But Jay rips it up and says, we don't need no contract. This is not about a contract. This is the contract of our blood. What did I tell you? Who's the head of the table? This is tribal combat. We don't need a contract. We're going to do this. And when he finally understood what Jay was stating, that this is not just about the damn title, that he's now held, 1,055 days. This is about, what did I say? His moniker. His guys, to know that I'm exonerated in a sense, that I knew that this was also eventually going to be about the title of tribal chief. It means a lot to me. But knowing that it's being done with the damn title is not good. But let me continue. Once Roman realized it, he took off his lathe, put it on the title, walks around the table, faces Jay, holding hands, head to head, trying to say pretty much this is a tribal way. If you're doing tribal combat, we have to show respect. This is how the tribal combat starts. We hold hands, we bring each other together, we touch heads, then we go our separate ways. But when that happened, Solo wasn't going to play around. He wanted to take out Jay, but it was Roman that stopped him. And then Jay super kicked his younger brother. And he's looking at Roman like, you actually did that? Roman's taking this seriously. So, things got real. This is tribal combat. So what does this really mean for SummerSlam? We now are going to have a dual title opportunity. One is for the WWE Universal Undisputed title, but then it's also the moniker, the title of the tribal chief. I wish it was not involving the Undisputed title. I wish it was not. But if they're going there, it's got to be for high stakes. Let it be for high stakes. The question is going to be if, and I'm not saying they're going to do this because there's a strong possibility they're not going to go there. There's no guarantee they will pull the trigger with Jay gaining the tribal chief moniker and the Undisputed title. Because, as I've said, I can see Jay as tribal chief. As world champion, well, as the Undisputed champion, I don't know. Not because he couldn't pull it off, but because anyone is going to agree with that. I think that is a good chance he could pull it off, but it's going to be a very hard sell for everyone, like just Alex, JD, Solomonster, the Wrestling and Podcast, Off the Rope Show Central, Fightful, anyone else may not think Jay could pull it off. I'd rather see him as tribal chief, not adding the championship with it, because when you do that, it's going to diminish the tribal chief moniker. I wish they wouldn't go there. I wish there would be a way that it could be separated. That's what I want. Because I don't expect Jay to win, because a lot of people just don't want to see him lose yet. But he could win. The question is going to be how they're going to book it. But that's just me. And I hope you enjoy this. Look for my, well, if I can do it in the morning, I will. The Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view. I'll see if I can get it done. Peace.